Say you want to write a book. How do you actually go about doing it? How do you go from something in your head to an actual finished book? I get asked this question a lot. And the answer, as it turns out, is the same as the answer to how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So I'm a writer by trade. I write every single day. And when I say that I write every single day, I don't mean that I write every single weekday. And I don't mean that I write every single day except holidays. And I don't mean I write every single day except days that I'm not feeling well. I mean I write every single day. If I am traveling, I'm writing. If I'm on an airplane, I'm writing. If I'm out camping, I'm writing. A few years ago, I went on a cruise for my parents' 65th wedding anniversary, and while I was on the cruise, I wrote. So that's a part of it. Writing is actually work, and if you want to write a book, you have to be able to do the work. There's this weird thing that happens where people are like, oh yeah, I've got this idea for a book in my head, and I sat down to write, and I just couldn't seem to get it out. And I'm like, yeah, that is about what you'd expect. Like if you sat down in front of a piano for the very first time, you would not expect to be able to play well enough that somebody else would pay money to listen to you. And for some reason, we don't really seem to understand that writing is exactly the same way. It takes just as much work to learn how to write as it does to learn how to play a musical instrument or to learn how to spin fire. Actually, that's not true. It takes more work than it takes to learn how to spin fire. But leaving that aside, how do you actually write? And of course, like I say, I write every single day, but there's a trick to it because you see, I never sit down to write a book. Like if you were to sit down and say, I am going to write a book today, you're not going to get very far because it's just too overwhelming. It's too much work. It's like there are so many words you have to do and it's so freaking hard. I never sit down to write a book. I sit down to write a sentence. That's it. When I say I write every day, if I write a sentence, I'm good. I've got the day done. But once you write a sentence, it's actually pretty easy to write the next sentence. And once you've written two sentences, you can usually get a third sentence out. And before you know it, you've written a paragraph. And then, hey, you've turned around and you've written a page. And so you've got the momentum going, you just keep going, and pretty soon you've written a bunch of pages. And that's kind of the way it works, at least for me. Like, the idea of approaching writing a book is just so freaking intimidating. And you're like, oh my God, I have to write 100,000 words. Oh my God, that's so many words. I am never going to do it. Don't. Do it one bite at a time. Don't try to eat the whole elephant at once. You eat the elephant one bite at a time. You write a book one sentence at a time. And anybody can write a sentence. Like, seriously, if you're listening to this, you can write a sentence. And if you can write a sentence, you can write two sentences. And if you can write two sentences, you can write four sentences. Bit by bit, bite by bite, the story just comes out. So that's how you do it. You want to write a book? Sit down and write every single day. If you only get one sentence out in a day, that's okay. As long as the number of sentences that you've written is greater than 0, you're working on a book. Congratulations. Keep it going.